them the foulest of names. These be the parents.
And for your
Right.
generation, like, so when I think about my parents, I think about their parents and so forth and so forth. And I think about the environment that they grew up in. You know, your parents, what, give me a year. What was they dealing with? Segregation or past that? What was they dealing with?
Both of my parents, my father was born in 35. My mom was born in 33. I mean 39.
Okay.
So they grew up 40s, 50s. They was teenagers in the 50s.
Okay.
You know, going into the 60s, they was in their 20s. So they lived through that bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? And so their parents were
But
raising them how to survive. They didn't have time to a lot. Well, I won't say they didn't have time, but I think that sometimes parents thought that I can't make you soft. I got to make you hard for this world. And so then your parents,
well, that's what Big Mama be doing. But even when Big Mama talk harsh to you, it's certain stuff that she will not say to a child.
definitely no. I'm not saying it's acceptable at all because
Hmm.
children don't know. You know how people say you don't know what you don't know? Children really don't know. You've been here for 35, 40, 70 years and your ass still don't know. So you want
Yeah.
to yell at a baby for doing something that babies do, toddlers do, children do, adolescents do, teenagers do. That don't make sense. You are the one supposed to teach them. And we have children before we even have anything to teach.
Hmm. You know, one of the tools that I use to teach my son, like when he would do something, I would say, is that age appropriate
Mm-hmm.
for a 1 year old or a 2 year old or a 3 year old,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, so now at his level, how do he understand that? What he did? How was he perceiving it? So then I gotta talk to him. Like, why did you do that? I don't know. What was you thinking about? I don't know. Mm. So you have to figure out a way of talking to them where they don't clam up with the I don't know,
Right. They have to feel safe.
right? So the enthusiasm in my voice to get him to explain to me what he was thinking, right? And the angle in which I approach it. I never thought to do that. What made you think about that? Oh, Dad, I was just doing this and I figured it'll fit in there like this. And so now you can see that it came from an innocent place. You don't have to punish that child
Right. Right.
because you know how to communicate with them now.
Right.
Where when we was coming up, you little nappy head badass motherfucker, get your motherfucking ass in here before I stick my foot up your ass and slow walk you. A motherfucker, I'll motherfucking whoop a mud hole in your ass and walk it dry. Right? What in the fuck is
Immediate
all that?
immediate aggression. It was like there was
Yeah, like what the fuck is all that shit?
immediate consequence. And that's why a lot of people are liars now because you were a child that never got grace. You never got
Yeah,
grace to be a child, and so you have to think of an answer. And some of y'all like started thinking of answers that was just the best service. So you didn't either got out the trouble or you lie. You figured out like if I lie about it, they don't know. I won't get my ass whooped. If I lie about it, I won't get punished. And those type of behaviors with our children create personality traits that you don't want your children to have. You want them to be able to think for themselves, express themselves with confidence, and we have a bad habit of like, I guess, oppressing our children. We have a bad habit of pushing them down, just for being who they are instead of allowing them to blossom and grow.
right. So, like, every day I give my son a bath. When he getting out the bathtub and I'm drying him off, we go over his mantra. I started when he was like 7 months old.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be drying him off and I'd be like, I look good, I feel good, I smell good, I do good, and I be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but when I first started, I had him say his name. I'm Jeremy. I look good. You know how you feel when you first get out the shower?
You feel so
That
fresh and
relief.
clean.
Right.
Ooh.
So to anchor the mantra to that feeling was the goal.
Mm, I love that.
So now he will automatically know that anytime he's under stress and he need a break for a minute, go take a shower. And when you get out the shower, you're gonna look good,
Hmm.
you're gonna smell good, you're gonna feel good. That's gonna make you able to do good, and that's how you be good,
Yeah, it's
right? You
gonna
automatically know that. So when it comes to a domestic situation with his girlfriend, the first thing ain't to make her look like motherfucking Martin after he fought Tommy Hearns. His first thing is, uh,
be.
oh shit, I think I need to go take a shower.
Let me get this
I,
off of me real quick.
right, he'll have an automatic reset mechanism at his disposal.
Yeah.
Whether it's a bath or a shower, it don't matter.
Even if it's
His
just conceptualizing and remembering that sensation and that feeling of that cleanse of how it feels to be brand new.
right. And these become the things that they didn't want us to continuously teach our children,
Right.
right? But when you look at the children of the smartest people, then the children of the smartest people get different types of interaction with the parent. The most frustrated people are the ones who haven't developed mentally.
And also the ones that were ill prepared.
Yeah.
We always say that there's not a right way to do things, but I think there's an order. There's an order to
Well,
things.
and that's one of the things about humans, we're supposed to share information, right? I understand conditions and the problem that's taking place. But before I can share the information to the people, I have to put certain things at play to start the ball rolling on us moving back into our positions,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't have time to teach it um yet, but as it all turn around, as long as I initiated what needed to be initiated for us to win, now I can go around and tell y'all this is what's going on. This is where we at. This is what I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I love that. So I wanted to read the definition of compassion. It said sympathetic consciousness of others' distress together with a desire to alleviate it. And I love that because it was like, when we talk about our children, it's like, how do you want to make sure that they don't have anything to worry about, anything to fear, anything to want for? And that's like the things that we need to focus on, either really individually, because if we all individually are prepared, then as a community, we all have.
I want certain stuff. I want my children to want for it to the point where they feel that they can work for it and they can earn what it is that they don't have that they want. And that's going to teach them two lessons. Ain't nobody better than you, but you ain't better than nobody else. And if you see something that you really want, so I'm gonna do some invites on this. And the Queen told me I wasn't done when Facebook shut me out earlier. And to get back on here and explain the necessity of um, rebuilding our structure the way it was before the invaders came, before the imposters took power. Um, the structure that our communities were
And when you lose your basic core structure, you have to figure out what it was at this point. So we got caught in this Romeo Juliet fairy tale reality that has nothing to do with actual human beings in real time, in real life. So we want the fairy tale. So I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to do a couple more invites and then we're going to get started. I see the family starting to come in and see what's what. Um, the whole family has been destroyed over time. It was not an easy task to destroy the families of people. Um, the system from the prisoners of war that they call slavery in America that never happened. There was no such thing as slavery. We lost the war and we were POWs. And all of their laws read in relation to the ones they call Negroes, Natives, and African Americans. It's slanted in a way that tells you that we were not originally subject to their jurisdiction. All right, I ain't gonna do no more invites. Now, how y'all doing? I'm glad y'all came so we can. So, I'm gonna do something I probably never before in my life did. I'm gonna make a public prayer, and the prayer should cause some shifts in energy. And we all know the prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, and many of us know the Hail Mary, Mother God, holy art thou among women. But what we didn't know is that the prayer was changed by the patriarchal priesthood of the Catholic Church. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. I was trying to get that haze out of my picture. Okay, so the Catholic Church um, is the seat of Satan in the world right now. And they separated the prayer. And they turned a part of it to say, Our Father, and they changed it to that. It was originally Hail Isis, Mother of God, holy is thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And the rest of the prayer is pretty much the same. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. We give those who trespass against us. But they wanted to mislead the people as to who Christ was. They don't want y'all to know that when they talk about the Christ, they are actually talking about Isis. They're talking about the Queen of Heaven and Earth. And now, um, she want people to understand that the way we living and the way we are viewing our relationships is incorrect. And we are taught this by legislation and legality as opposed by codes of righteousness or what's written in your heart and on your DNA. So all of what we perceiving as our morality, right, is law. It's in law books. It's not in your religious texts. It's in your law books. Um, the age of majority to drink, it's in your law books. Um, the age of majority for sex is in your law books. Your age of majority to be a criminal. You're not allowed to be a criminal until you turn 18. It's juvenile offenses are not supposed to be classified as criminal without waiving the child into adult status, that's the same as emancipating them in law and then charging them as an adult, saying that they're responsible. So they um, bound them over as an adult. All of this morality, uh, how many um, people you marry, bigamy, where they regulate your religious rights, your religious teachings that teach you different things about the relationships. But what they don't tell you is all of these relationships is geared to the manufacture, maintenance, and control of a slave system that artificial economics is the means by which they use the carrot on the stick. Um, we not our labor. We're not supposed to work our entire lives and leave a job so handicapped from the work until we are unable to live the remainder of our lives comfortably. You're not supposed to be broke down and elderly. That's not supposed to be the norm. That's supposed to be the exception to the rule. You're supposed to get stronger as you get older, mentally and emotionally and physically. And physically stronger don't necessarily mean that you can lift more weight. It just means your body can endure more. Well, when we watch our elders now, they struggle for life in their final years of life, and they fight so hard. And when a younger person with the same symptoms experience some symptoms, they drop fucking dead. And nobody is asking the question why. Our whole structure is set up wrong. Now, that being said, our structure that we following, our code of morality is all in the law. But if we gonna break the system and get back to what we are at our core and operate from the principle of love. Now we're gonna deal with this real quick. What you think is love is a watered down version of the real thing. The real thing, unconditional love, does not make you want to possess a person and have that person all to yourself. That's not normal. That's part of the system. It's to keep your focus off the fact that you're a slave and that you're oppressed and that you're under the yoke of bondage of the law and that all of your life is dictated by this legal system. And so we keep forgetting the most critical and most important part. And maybe this is the part y'all should start sharing like a motherfucker. Because we about to get into some real understanding of the issue. So maybe y'all might want to start getting into the share game right now. Because we at war. It's spiritual warfare. And they trapped spiritually. The only thing now they can do, they lost all of the spiritual realms. They lost. Only thing they have any semblance of control is the physical, three-dimensional, fixed position reality that we call real life. They can control this by you not paying attention and you leaving them in control by surrendering to their authority. That don't mean go out in the street and tear shit up. That mean exactly the opposite. It means exactly the opposite. Before you decide to riot in the streets when they start killing us off, because they about to start killing niggas like 90 going north, and white folks, but they going to keep the white folks silent because they want to set the niggas off. When this happened, they expect y'all to go in the street and tear shit up. You know what you do? Stay at home. Lock your doors, close your windows, turn on your AC in the summer. When it get winter, turn on your heat. Fuck them. Don't pay shit, don't move, don't do shit. We at war. If we don't understand that they about to start trying to wipe out all of the adults, we need to go back to the prophecy. After Moses liberated the Israelites from Egypt, they wandered in the wilderness for 40 fucking years. And it tell you in there why. It tell you in there why. It say that those old motherfuckers with the PhDs And them old motherfuckers that call themselves reverend and minister and deacon, and them old motherfuckers that